Hello again, tender spirit. You're not too late and never too much. Your emotions are not flaws, they're echoes of your depth. This is a safe place to feel them all. Let's sit together and begin. A story begins. The Whispering Bench. A story of quiet kindness that echoes across generations. Chapter 1. The Woman on the Bench. In the middle of Greenwood Park, nestled between tall sycamore trees and a quiet path covered in golden leaves, sat an old, faded wooden bench. It had no plaque, no sign, and nothing remarkable about it, except for the woman who sat there every Sunday. Her name was Meera Auntie. She wore a simple cotton sari, always pale blue, and carried a thermos of warm tea. Her silver hair was always neatly tied, and her eyes, soft, patient, and kind, watched the world pass by from that bench. She never called out, never interrupted anyone. She simply sat, and if someone sat beside her, she would offer a smile, maybe pour them some tea, and gently ask, "How's your heart doing today?" Chapter 2. A Troubled Team. One grey Sunday afternoon, a boy named Arjun, 17, stormed into the park. His backpack was half open, his face flushed with frustration, and he kicked every stone in his path. He was angry at his parents, his school, his life. He had failed an exam again, and everyone seemed to be shouting, but no one seemed to be listening. He sat on the bench, slouched, fists clenched. Meera Auntie turned slightly and poured a cup of tea. "Would you like some?" she asked softly. He looked at her and shook his head. After a few minutes of silence, she said, "You're carrying something heavy." He looked at her surprised. "What do you know?" She smiled. "I don't need to know everything. I just know pain when I see it." That was the first Sunday they sat together. Chapter 3. Sundays of Silence. Arjun returned the next week, and the one after. He didn't talk much, but Meera Auntie never pushed. Sometimes they talked about birds, sometimes about the smell of the rain. Over time, the boy who had once shouted at the world began whispering to this quiet old woman. She told him stories of loss, of love, of the time she had no one, and how silence had saved her. "Silence is not emptiness," she once said. "It's where you hear your own heart without interruption." He listened. She never offered advice, only reflections. And through that, Arjun slowly began to change. Chapter 4. The Empty Bench. One Sunday, Arjun ran into the park early. He had news, good news. He had passed his final exam. He had written a poem about her. He was ready to thank her. But Meera Auntie wasn't there. He waited. Hours passed. On the bench there was a folded piece of paper with his name written on it. It read, "Dear Arjun, I believe you found your light. Now be the bench for someone else. Sit, listen, care. That's all the world needs sometimes. Love, Meera Auntie." He sat down and cried, not from sorrow, but from gratitude. Chapter 5. The Whispering Bench. Years passed. Today, Arjun is a counselor. Every Sunday, he visits Greenwood Park and sits on that same bench. He doesn't carry a sign or a banner, just 2 cups of tea and an open heart. The bench has now become known among locals as the Whispering Bench, a place where strangers come not to speak loudly, but to be heard softly. Children leave drawings, old men share memories. Teenagers come to sit quietly beside him. No plaque marks it, but those who have sat there remember what it felt like. To be heard, to be seen, to be safe. Moral of the story. The greatest gift we can offer others is not advice, but presence. Sometimes all a person needs is to be truly seen, quietly heard, and gently understood. Through Meera Auntie and later Arjun, the story teaches us that compassion doesn't need grand gestures, but just a calm heart, a listening ear, and the patience to sit beside someone in silence. It reminds us that healing often begins not with words, but with kindness, presence, and trust built in quiet moments. Thank you for being part of this quiet revolution of feeling deeply. I'm humbled you let me into your emotional world. Until next time, walk softly, love fiercely, stay true.